Mitosis is the process by which a cell divides its nucleus and contents. There are 4 stages of mitosis. The first stage of mitosis is prophase. In prophase, the DNA condenses into chromosomes. The nuclear membrane breaks down, the centrioles move to the poles of the cells, and the spindle fibers form. The next stage is metaphase. In metaphase, the spindle fibers attach to the centromere and lines the centromeres along the equator of the cell. The third stage is anaphase. In anaphase, chromatids separate to opposite sides of the cell. The last stage is telophase. In telophase, the nuclear membranes start to form. The chromosomes begin to loosen into chromatin, and spindle fibers fall apart. Mitosis ends when cytokinesis occurs. This is when the cytoplasm is divided between the 2 new daughter cells. These 2 daughter cells are genetically identical.
Meiosis is cell division that creates 4 haploid cells from 1 diploid cell. This occurs in 2 stages, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. The first stage of meiosis is prophase 1. In prophase 1, the DNA condenses into chromosomes, the nuclear membrane breaks down, the centrioles move to polar sides of the cell, and spindle fibers begin to form. Also, the homologous chromosomes begin to pair. Sometimes crossing over can occur. This is when portions of a chromatid on one homologous chromosome are broken and exchanged with the corresponding portions on the other chromatid. This leads to genetic variation. In metaphase 1, the homologous chromosomes pairs line up randomly along the equator of the cell. Each homologous pair will be lined up on top of the other. This happens so when separation occurs, each daughter cell gets 1 chromosome from each parent. In anaphase 1, the homologous chromosomes separate to polar ends of the cell. This means the cell will have chromosomes from each parent. In telophase 1, the nuclear membrane forms. The spindle fibers and the new cells begin the stages of cytokinesis. The result is 2 haploid cells, both with a chromosome from each parent. In prophase 2, the DNA condenses and centrioles move to polar sides of the cell. The nuclear membrane begins breaking down. Unlike prophase 1, crossing over does not occur because there are no longer homologous pairs. In metaphase 2, the chromosomes line up along the equator of the cell. They will be separated into chromatids just like in mitosis. In anaphase 2, the chromatids separate to polar sides of the cells, again just like in mitosis. In telophase 2, the cell completes division. The nuclear membrane reforms. The product is 4 haploid cells, each with 2 chromatids. In mitosis, the product of mitosis produces genetically identical diploid cells. It takes place throughout the organism's lifetime and is involved in asexual reproduction. Meiosis, however, creates genetically unique cells, results in haploid cells, only takes place at certain times, and is involved in sexual reproduction.
A little too